Hey guys, it's Kaylin. Welcome back. I am so excited to offer you guys another extended full body workout today. So we are going to be mixing it up between coming down to the mat and doing some, starting off with some stretching and getting that core engaged. We're going to come up to standing, do some great standing work, and come back down to the mat, do some more core and other traditional Pilates exercises. Pop back up to standing, do some more standing work, and then finish back on the floor. So it's going to be a great mix of mat and standing today. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Please let me know afterwards what you think in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started on our backs. So I want you to go ahead and come all the way down to the mat. And like I said, we're going to start off with just some nice easy movements to start getting the spine moving and get the core activated. So arms are down here by our sides. Go ahead and have those legs in parallel with our feet pretty close to the body. And feel your shoulders dropping down your back towards the floor. So let's take 3 deep breaths here. Deep breath in to the ribs. Inhale. And exhale. Let all that air out, letting the ribs drop down towards the floor. Good. And again, inhale, deep breath in. And exhale. Last breath. Inhale, expanding the ribs front to back, side to side. And exhale. Let it all out. All right, we're going to move into our pelvic curls, with just a little movement in that lower part of the back. So I want you to take your inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to flatten your low back into the mat as you pull your belly button down towards the floor. And then inhale, you're going to release your pelvis back forward. Exhale, start to tilt that pelvis back as you flatten your lower back. And then inhale back to neutral. And just keep that moving. Exhale. And inhale. Just a few more. Inhale, release. Last 2. So if you have any low back tightness, this will feel really good just as we start to loosen up that area. Good, and release. All right, we move that into full bridge. So rolling bridge. On our exhale, we roll through your spine, reach through the knees, lift here at the top on your inhale. Exhale, roll it back down with control. Pelvis releases, and we do that again, rolling it up. Good, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. And pay attention here to your feet as you roll up and down. So as you roll up, are your feet fully grounded, all 4 corners? We tend to kind of let the feet turn out to the sides, which brings the knees out. So I want to make sure you're grounded all through that foot, knees staying forward, and then roll back down. Good, let's do one more just like that. Good, inhale, find that length here at the top. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. All right, send that left leg down to the mat, reach it long, pull your right leg in towards your chest. Start to just do some circles here of that hip, of that leg in the hip socket. Moving in one direction, and then go ahead and reverse it. So just loosening up that hip joint. And then grab that right leg with your left hand and cross over the body, giving yourself just a nice easy twist here. Good, one more breath here. And then go ahead and bring it back to center. Go ahead and keep this leg pulling in, hold behind the thigh, and start to straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Then we start to bend and flex that ankle. So feeling as you bend that calf and that Achilles tendon stretching, and then pointing, feeling the front of the foot, the front of the ankle, have a nice stretch as well. And then start to move that ankle in circles, moving in one direction first. And then the other. And go ahead now and pull that knee back in towards the chest. Send that leg to the floor. Let's pull that other leg in. And then we start to do those circles here with this leg. Just moving in one direction, just holding on to that knee with your left hand. And then go ahead and reverse those circles. And then go ahead and grab onto the outside of that knee with your right hand and twist over to the right. Feel your left shoulder pulling down towards the mat. Good, one more breath here. Good, coming back to center, go ahead and grab behind your left thigh. Bring the leg up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and point and flex that ankle. My calves are awfully tight today. And then go ahead and do those circles. I've started bicycling more recently outside, seeing that I can't go to my usual cycle class I do at the gym. Make sure to reverse those ankle circles. And I've been enjoying it so much, but definitely feeling tightnesses in my legs that I haven't usually felt before, in my quads and my hamstrings and my calves. So just working through that. Good, go ahead and bend that knee, bring that leg in towards your chest. Bring both legs in now. Go ahead and rock yourself up to seated, and then I'm gonna flip yourself over into all fours. So coming into an all fours position, start to roll through your cat and cow. So still kind of warming up here, moving that spine a little bit deeper in that flexion and extension. And exhale, lift. Good. With the biking I've been doing, I feel I have a lot of clients who are also cyclists, and so it helps me better understand what they're feeling, what they need to stretch, but also what they need to strengthen at the same time. So that's been a big help as well. All right, and we're gonna start moving to barrel rolls. So I want you to start to bend your elbows as you start to bring your chest down towards the floor, over to the side, and then you're gonna round back up into your cat position, over to the other side, bend your elbows coming down towards the floor. So if you're familiar with yoga, they call these barrel rolls because you wanna imagine that your spine is kind of traveling around the inside of the barrel, that big barrel, getting that nice mobility. So come up into cat, and let's go ahead and switch to the other direction. So coming over to the other side, bend your elbows and round it back up. Good, just a few more. And last one. All right, so go ahead and tuck those toes under now. We're gonna work into some knee lifts and then move that into a downward dog. So we're gonna come into, or stay in all fours with shoulders over wrists. When you tuck your toes under, you still have a nice flat back here to start. So I want you to take an inhale. On your exhale, float your knees just an inch, just hovering off the floor, and then tuck that tailbone under, really scoop in the belly, hold here. I want you to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, walk those feet back a little bit, lift your hips, drop your heels for downward dog. So really feel that length in the back of the hamstrings and your calves. Let your chest sink down towards your thighs. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to come back forward into that hovering position with your knees. So holding here, pelvis tucked under, hold here again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those legs back into downward dog. Heels drop down, chest sinks towards the thighs. Take your inhale here. Exhale, come back forward one more time into those floating tabletop, and hold here. Tuck that tailbone under, scoop for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower those knees all the way down. All right, we're gonna move from, let's see, I'm just checking my notes here. So, all right, let's go from a little bit of a squat into a plank position. So what we're gonna do, let's start in plank first. So go ahead and tuck your toes under, come into that full plank position. Now you've got this nice strong line, crown of the head to heels. I want you to start to bend your knees as you start to squat back. Your arms are gonna stay where they are. And then you're gonna press yourself back forward into plank. And then again, we're gonna bend your knees, sinking back and down. And then bring yourself back forward. Good, bending. Really start to feel your legs warming up more here. And then press it forward. We've got 3 more. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Stay in the squat here. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet so you're in more of a regular squat, low squat position. Bring your hands to the mat. Start to drop your heels as you straighten your legs, coming into a rounded forward fold. Good. Take your inhale here. And now keep your legs straight. Exhale, you're gonna stack your spine all the way back up to all the way up to standing. It's the first time we're coming up here. Good, and head comes up at the top. All right, so this is our first set of standing work here. I want you to find a nice position here with parallel legs. So just finding that alignment first, spreading out those toes, really feeling all 4 corners of the feet. We're gonna move into our squats. So as you start to sink back into those heels, arms are gonna come forward. Knees are not tracking forward, but coming back as much as possible, and then standing back up. So we're coming down, squat down, and lift. Good, lower, and lift. So focus on that alignment here. And lift. So we want hips, knees, and ankles all in that same straight line. I think mine are there. You guys can probably see better than I can. Good, lower and lift. 4 more, 4. Last 3, 2. Last one, hold it here, little pulses. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Start to round forward as you bring your hands to the floor, straighten your legs into a forward fold. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, stack the spine back up to standing. All right, so we're gonna do a little side step into a curtsy squat. We're gonna alternate legs. So bring your hands out here in front of you or on your hips, either one. And we're gonna step your left foot out to the side. Right leg's gonna come back as you curtsy squat down, step out to the other side, and same thing. So you're just gonna alternate sides here. So you really should be feeling this in that front hip and glute as you bend that knee and come down. If your knee does not touch the floor, no problem. Just come down as far as you can. Good, out and over. Good, 2 more sets. 2. Good, last one. And 1. Now I'm gonna have you come back over to the right, or sorry, over to your left, and you're gonna bring your pulses, right? Little pulses here. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stand on up. Over to the other side. Pulse it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and bring it back up. Good, shake it out just a little bit here. We're gonna move into some lunges, but these are gonna be some lunge holds, okay? Where we bring the knee down to the floor and bring it back up. So let's start with our right leg forward. Left leg's gonna be back. So in this lunge position, or in this position that we're starting in, you want your legs to be parallel with each other, right? You don't want your left leg behind your right. Make sure that we call them like being on railroad tire tracks or railroad tracks. All right, so evenly spaced. And then bring your hands onto your hips. Hips are both shining forward. Go ahead and bend into your front knee. And then your back knee is gonna come down towards the floor. So you're gonna tap it down and lift up. So it's a tap and lift. You're on the ball of that back foot. And you think you're coming straight up and down, right? So we're not leaning forward like you might do with a stepping lunge. Just a stationary lunge, tapping down and up. Good, 4 more, 4 and 3, 2. Last one, hold it here. Don't bring your knee all the way to the floor. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, belly in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee all the way to the mat. Let it rest down. Go ahead and walk that other leg forward a little bit. And now we're just gonna get a nice little lunge stretch. So for this one, just sink into that front leg. Pull up into that quad. Pull your belly in and up. Take a few deep breaths here. Bring your hands onto that front leg if that's more comfortable. Good, last breath. And with this one, I want you to bring your left hand down to the floor, and you're gonna find a nice twist as you open that right arm up towards the ceiling. You're pulling your shoulders down your back, pulling your right leg in towards your midline. Good, one more breath here. Good, go ahead and bring that right hand back down. Start to straighten both legs here. Step your left leg forward to meet your right. Round forward into that forward fold, and then roll up to a standing position. And then you're gonna flip yourself around and face to the other side. So now we've got that left leg forward, right leg back. Again, you're on those railroad tracks here. And you're gonna be on the ball of that back foot. Hips are forward, those stationary lunges. We start to bring it down here, tap and lift. So if you have knee issues, you may not come so low. Just modify your range. Good, tap and lift. Good. Do 6, 5, that's it, 4, 3, straight up and down, 2, last one, bring it down, hold it, hovering that knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, ooh, feeling those shakes, 3, 2, 1, bring that knee down, awesome, start to send that left foot a little bit farther forward. Let's get that nice lunge stretch here. So even as you're here, right, remember, belly in and up. Stay nice and engaged in that quad. So we don't want to hang out in that hip joint. Good, take one more breath. Good, this time bring that right hand down, and you're gonna send that left arm up towards the ceiling. As you reach open, again, shoulder blades down your back, left leg pulling to midline. And then bring that left hand down. Start to straighten both legs here. And then walk that right leg in next to your left, forward fold. And then we roll through the spine to bring us all the way up to standing. All right, nice job. All right, let's go ahead and do a nice wide squat here. So toes are gonna come out to the side. Nice turned out position of the legs and the hip sockets. All right, so let's do 10 squats total, and then we're gonna do some heel lifts. So start to squat it down, turn those knees out, hips out, and lift. Good, lower, and lift. That's it. Good. Anchor up to 5. Got halfway there. 3 more, 3. That's it, 2. And 1, hold here, single heel lifts. Right heel, left heel. Good, alternating right and left. Good, right and left, you got this. Whew. Feeling those inner thighs. Just 1 more set, that's it. But hold here, little pulses. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, heels can be down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, go ahead and straighten those legs. Turn those heels out. Give yourself a nice forward fold, hinging at the hips, bringing the arms down towards the floor. Folding down, letting your head and neck relax. That's it. 1 more breath here. Good, hands back on the hips. You can make your legs nice and strong, flat back hinge as you come all the way back up. All right, heel toe your feet back into center and walk yourself back to the back edge of your mat. We're gonna roll the spine down, chin to chest, rounding forward until the hands eventually come to the floor. And we're gonna walk those hands out into plank. Good, find that nice strong plank here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring those knees down and sit back on your heels. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. All right, I'm sweaty. I'm gonna take a small little break, take a sip of water, catch my breath, and we'll meet you right back here. I encourage you to do the same if you need that break as well. All right, we're gonna move into an all fours position. I don't know if you guys have what I have going on, but I am legitimately sweating here. So who says you can't sweat in Pilates? When you're working hard, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it's a good workout. All right, so let's go ahead and come onto your hands and knees. So back into that all fours position, we're gonna find a little bit more core work here as we start to move. So shoulders right over the wrists, knees right under the hips. Core pulling in nice and strong. I want you to bring that right leg straight back behind you. So we're gonna find that opposite arm leg reach first. So once you find that stability here, you're gonna send that left arm forward. So reaching fingers and toes apart. Inhale, reach them apart. Exhale, round your spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale to round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Good, 2 more. Last one. Round. All right, now from here, go ahead and bring your left hand down to the mat. Stay with your left knee on the mat. You're gonna turn to the side and we're gonna find a nice side plank here. Go ahead and lift that right arm and left leg off the mat, reaching in opposite directions. Good, hold it here. And then bring that right foot down. Lift your hips up higher. Bring your right hand down closer to the mat for that beautiful mermaid side stretch. Good, now go ahead and bring that right hand back down to the mat as you turn to face the mat, coming back into all fours. All right, so we're gonna switch to that other side. So left leg is gonna reach long, and then right arm is gonna reach forward. Take an inhale here, exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. And round. Last one. Good, and reach. Now bring that right hand to the mat, turn to the side, keeping your right knee on the mat, left arm, left leg, reach out opposite directions, reach and hold. Good, now bring toes and fingers apart as you lift the hips higher. Beautiful side stretch here. Awesome, go ahead and bring that hand down, come back into all fours. All right, now I want you to shift your hips forwards to your morning kneeling plank position. And then draw your shoulders down your back, start to bend your elbows until you come all the way to the mat. Make this as slow as possible until you come all the way down. And then you're gonna flip yourself over onto your back. And we're gonna set ourselves up for a little bit more core work here on our back. So go ahead and bring those legs into a tabletop position. So we're gonna keep our spine down for now. And we're gonna do our toe tap. So back of the ribs are down, arms are down by your sides. We're gonna start to bring that right toe down and then the left. So the goal here is that pelvic stability. So that's staying nice and steady. I want you to start slow. And then as you feel like you can stay nice and stable, you're gonna start to pick up the pace with the legs. So alternating a little bit faster while still keeping that alignment and that stability. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good, bring the legs back to tabletop, hold them there. Arms behind the head, elbows to the sides, take an inhale. Exhale, lift, head, neck, and chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. Good, so just that little ab curl with that upper body. Exhale. Trying to keep that pelvis in neutral. Good, 4 more, 4. Whew, last 3. Shoulders down, last 2. And last 1. Good, lower down, bring those arms up towards the ceiling. Now, we're gonna come up into an ab curl. Reach your left leg long, bring your hands on top of your right knee. Single leg stretch, stay in your ab curl, switch legs, switch reach, reach. That's it. Make sure your neck is right in line with the curve of your spine. Let's do 3, 2, 1, and 1. Bring everything all the way down. All right, we've got double leg stretch. Coming back up into that ab curl, hands on top of both knees this time. Good, now inhale, arms and legs reach apart. Exhale, circle the arms around, bring the knees in. Inhale, lengthen apart. Exhale, pull it in. Good, 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Good, lower it all the way down. Go ahead and give your head a little shake side to side. All right, so here I want you to bring your legs to the mat. We're gonna do a different version of our crisscross. I'm just gonna change it up a little bit. So I want you to bring your left hand behind your head, and that right arm is gonna be straight. It's gonna kind of come back at a diagonal out to the other side. Now, I want you to bring your left leg straight and then bring it out so it's at a diagonal away from you. Now, as you exhale, you're gonna bring this right arm across, start to twist and bring that arm to the outside of that left leg, and then you lower back down, open that arm, stretch that leg away. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, and lower. That's it. Lift, twist, and lower. Good, 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1, lift, hold. You're gonna do little pulses with the upper body. So we're lifting, little lift. Good, as you twist, twist. Good, first 6, 5, 4, 3, you got this, 2, and 1. Good, lower back down, reach that arm and leg apart.
Good, bring that all the way in. We're gonna do all of that on the other side. So elbow comes out to the side, right leg reaches away, left arm comes to a diagonal. We take our inhale, exhale, we twist to our right as we bring that arm to the outside of that leg, lower and reach. Good, twist. Inhale out, exhale up, inhale, reach. That's it, you got this. Okay, let's do 3. Last 2. You know what's coming next, those pulses. Last one, lift and hold. We pulse it up, up and across. Good for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower that down, lengthen away. All right, bend those knees, bring both arms by your sides. Walk your feet out so they're hip distance apart. Let's go ahead and just windshield wiper those legs side to side. So just a nice, easy movement, keeping those feet grounded, feeling some release in that lower back and spine. Good, one more each side. I treasure these little breaks, these little stretches in between to reset, just get my breath back. All right. All right, so keeping the knees bent, I want you to walk your feet just a little farther away from the body so they're not so close. We're gonna do our bent knee roll-ups. We're gonna do 5 of those. So you're gonna bring those arms back behind you along the floor, keeping the ribs pulling down into the mat. Take your inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna start to bring the arms up, wheeling the spine up and off the floor. Let yourself lift up here at the top. Inhale, exhale, start to lower down. Then you'll start to release those arms. Inhale as the arms come back behind you. Good, exhale, roll up, peel up. If you need to grab on behind your legs, do that. If not, bring your arms forward and keep them there. And then exhale with control. Spinal articulation, inhale, exhale, and lift. Good, bring it down. Good, I think we have 2 more. I think this is number 4. Inhale up. Good, exhale, lower. I apologize, this might be 6, oh well. And bring it all the way back up. Good, sit up nice and tall. Start to stretch those legs forward now. We're gonna do our spine stretch next. So the legs are a little bit wider than mat distance apart. Our spine is right over our pelvis. We're gonna bring those arms forward here. Good, shoulders are down. Bend the knees if you need to get up nice and tall. Inhale, chin to chest. Scoop the belly back, round it forward, and then stack back up. And again, chin to chest. Reach the upper body forward as you pull the low belly back, and then stack back up. Good. We've got 3 more, just like that. Good, and lift. Last 2. Good, and up. Shoulders down. Last one. Good, all the way back up. All right, legs are gonna come together for full roll-ups. We're gonna do 3 here. So reaching those legs forward, go ahead and round your spine forward over the legs, and then start to roll down. So same as the bent knee roll-ups, this one's a little bit more challenging. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, scoop the belly back, round forward, bring it up. Good, roll it down. We've got 2 more. Good, inhale, arms back. Exhale, lift, reach forward. Last one, shoulders down. Inhale, arms lift. Good, exhale, bring it all the way back up. All right, come to the front of your mat. We have open leg rocker next. So make sure you have space behind you. And then you're gonna start to tilt back behind your pelvis. Legs are either bent here, just like this, shoulders down, or you can straighten those legs, right? Nice proud heart and chest. So I want you to inhale as you rock back with a nice rounded spine. Exhale, lift the heart and chest at the top. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, we're balancing to hold. Good, last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Good, hold, hold, hold here. Beautiful, bring those legs together. Bring the feet all the way to the mat. All right, we're gonna move back down onto our backs for a little bit more core work. So go ahead and roll yourself all the way down. Single straight leg stretch is next. So go ahead and start to bring the legs to tabletop first. Bend straight up to the ceiling. Bring that hands behind the right leg, left leg reaches away, and then we switch and switch. So the only thing that's moving are the legs really, right? The arms are just moving a little bit with the leg as the leg pulls in, but shoulders are down. Good, abs are strong. Good, bend both knees. Bring it all the way back down. All right, double straight leg stretch. Arms down by your sides. Go ahead and bring those legs up to the ceiling. Come into that ab curl. Inhale as you lower those legs away. Exhale, lift. So more of a challenge, you can bring those hands behind your head. Elbows are out towards the sides. Just 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good, bend your knees, lower it all the way back down. All right, we have 1 more exercise before we come back up to standing. So go ahead and bring those arms to your sides. This is our corkscrew. So legs are gonna come back up to the ceiling. Okay, now your head and your shoulders are gonna stay down on the mat. We're gonna start to pull those legs a little bit towards you. The pelvis will lift off a little, and then you start to bring the legs to the right. They circle down together around, come back in. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Pull in, go to the left, down, around, and up. Good, back to the right, down, around, and up. Good, pull in to the left. Good, circle, make sure you're keeping your back and your ribs pulling down towards the mat. No arching of that spine. Good, down, around, and up. 1 more set, so 1 more each side. Last 1. Awesome, go ahead and bend those knees. All right, we're gonna attempt a roll up to standing from where we are. So here's what I want you to do. Cross your ankles, okay? We're gonna rock back just a little bit, rock back up, try to bring ourselves all the way to standing in that 1 motion. All right, can't promise I'm gonna make it, but we're gonna give it a try. All right, inhale, start to come back, exhale, forward. All right, so we are back in standing. We're gonna do some single leg work, focusing a little bit more on that balance. So, let's have those legs in that parallel position. We're gonna find a little side leg lift. So we're going to lean a little bit more into that right leg, right? So you can feel that left leg just starting to kind of pull off the mat a little bit. Now you're gonna start to bring that left leg out to the side. Now make sure your toe and knee are pointing forward, right? So we're not in a turned out position. Still forward, hips are forward. Core pulling in and up. We're gonna start to lift and lower this leg here. This would be a good spot for a countertop, or if you have a wall you wanna hold on to, go ahead and do that if you need that little extra balance and stability. Good, maybe have the countertop here in front of you too, if you have something like that. Good. That's it. 6 and 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring that leg down. Switching to our other side. So left foot stays planted, right leg comes out to the side. Good, really find that stability on that standing leg, toe and knee pointing forward. We lift and lower. Good, lift. So you're gonna easily find out here which of your legs is your better balancing leg. I always thought it was my right leg. I'm feeling a little wobbly though on this side. Good, lift. That's it, lift and tap. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1, lift, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, go ahead and bring it down. Switch right to the other side. Lift that leg back up, that left leg, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to your left foot down. Right leg lifts, little pulses on that side. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead, bring that all the way down. All right, shake it out just a little bit. Release all that tension. And now I want you to come to a Pilates V stance. So heels together, toes apart. We're just gonna do a little forward leg lift here. So keeping your right foot on the mat, left leg will come forward, right? Everything's facing forward except that hip and that leg, or sorry, that leg that's turned out in the hip socket. So we're gonna start to lift and lower that leg forward. Good, lift and lift. So try not to move the pelvis, right? We don't want the pelvis to roll under as the leg lifts. We're trying to keep that stability. Good, lift, which means maybe the leg only comes up a few inches. That's okay. Good, lift and lift. Good, 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring your heels back together, and then we're gonna switch to our other side. So left leg grounded, right leg forward. All right, let's lift it up. Good, lift. You got it. Good, for 5, 4, 3, feeling that burn, last 2, and last 1. Awesome, go ahead and bring those heels together. All right, so let's do, circles. All right, so this one, go ahead and bring the legs back to parallel. All right, so stay on your right foot, bring that left leg with the knee bent, so just your toes are touching. So we're gonna bring that leg forward, right? Start to circle it around and then bend the knee back in. So coming forward, circle it around and back in, yes. If you want to just keep the toe on the floor, feel free as you do that. Good, circle it open and back in. One more time, this direction, open and in. Good, let's go ahead and reverse. So let's extend it back, out to the side and in. Good, reach it back, out and in. Good, just a few more. That's it. Last 2. And last 1, out and in. Good, bring that foot down. I should have learned from the last time I did these standing exercises, it helps to have something to hold on to. So go ahead and grab your wall if you need it. All right, left leg on the floor. Right knee will be bent. And we're gonna start to send it forward. Circle out to the side and back in. So reach forward, out and in. So this one, getting a little bit more stable on this side. Good, I say that now. We'll see. Good, last one this direction. And then you reverse it, so extend back. Good, bring it out forward, and there we go, and bring it in. Good, bring it back out to the side and in. Good, reach it back, out and in. 2 more, back, out, bend in, reach it back, out and bring it in. Whoo, shake that all the way out. All right, so from here, I want you to have your legs in parallel. Go ahead and bring those arms up to the ceiling. We're gonna roll down. So roll it down, roll it down. Good, you're gonna bring your hands, or try to bring your hands to the mat if you can in this roll down position. Now from here, I want you to keep your hands on the mat and your feet. Start to bend your knees as you sink into a squat type position. And then exhale, extend through your legs, round forward, back into forward fold. Let's do that again. Expand the knees, sinking down into a squat. Exhale, extend, round forward. Good, 2 more. Bend it in, lift your heart and chest. Exhale, round. Last one, bend and extend. Good, this time I want you to heel toe your feet apart. And then you're gonna sink into that deeper squat, coming all the way down with the knees wide, hands are together. Good, shoulders are down and back. All right, go ahead and bring yourself all the way down to the floor. We're gonna come onto our bellies. So go ahead and start to flip yourself all the way over. We're gonna finish up on the mat here. So no more coming up to standing. All right, coming all the way down. We're gonna set ourselves up into our single leg kicks. So I did say all the way down, but I want you to prop yourself up onto your forearms and have those legs close together. So I want your elbows right under your shoulders. And as you're here, right, it's very easy to kind of slouch down. So really press yourself away from the floor, pull your belly in and up, right? You can feel that nice stability here in the upper body. That's what we're looking for. Now I want you to start to really reach through those legs, feel the back body engage, your glutes, your hamstrings. And then you're gonna flex through your right ankle, start to kick that leg towards you, point the toe, reach it away, switch to the other side. Kick, point and reach. Kick, point and reach. Good. So this is one of those exercises we really need to think of engaging the hamstring muscle as you kick, right? You should really feel that contraction, that engagement in that back of that leg. Good, kick, point, reach, kick. Make sure your belly is still pulling away from the floor, staying nice and active in the upper body. Good, kick, and reach. Good, 2 more sets. Last one. Good, and lower. All right, we're gonna lower ourselves all the way to the mat now. I want you to turn your face so your right cheek is on the floor. Your hands are gonna come behind your back, so you're clasping one hand with the other. We're setting up for double leg kicks. So legs are still together. Belly is still pulling away from the floor. Now, I want you to kick your heels towards your bottom 3 times. Again, engaging the hamstrings. Kick, and then reach the legs away. Lift the upper and lower body. Reach those arms back. Lower down, left side of your face comes to the mat. And then we kick, lift and lengthen. Lower to the other side. We kick, lift, reach, open your heart and chest. And lower. Good, kick, and reach, and lower. Good, 1 more each side. Good, lift, reach, and lower. Last one. Kick, good, lift, reach, and lower. All right, ready to move into swimming. So for swimming, arms and legs are both long. So arms are gonna be out in front of you. Legs are out behind you. Now, pull the belly in and up again. Start to lift your upper and lower body off the mat. Now lift your right arm, left leg, switch left arm, right leg. Good, and then you keep alternating here, arm and leg. Gaze is down towards the floor. And then you start to move the arms and legs a little bit faster, still keeping that control and stability. That's it, keep it moving. Good, hold here, lift arms and legs together, and then lower it all the way down. Oh, okay, go ahead and bring those hands under the shoulders. Press your hips back into a child's pose, so knees are wide, hips are back, arms are forward. Take a couple breaths here. We are gonna finish up with a moving exercise. We're gonna move from child's pose into upward facing dog. So I just think this one feels so good. Just a nice flowing movement in the spine and throughout the body. So I want you to, on your next inhale, you're gonna start to lift your hips. Bring your upper body forward through your arms, straighten your legs. So now you're in your upward dog position. And then exhale, pull the hips back round through your spine. Sink your hips down. Good. And then inhale as we round forward. Bring the upper body through, lift the heart and chest. And then we exhale, pull back, scoot back, sink the hips down. Good, 3 more. Inhaling as you lengthen and lift. Good, exhale, pull back. Good, last 2. Good, and last one. Good, exhale, bring it back. This time, hold it here in your child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, pulling that right hip back. Sinking the chest down. Good, walk your hands over to the other side. So we're over to your right side, left hip pulls back. Good, bring those hands back to center. And then start to stack your spine back up over your hips until you come to a full seated position. All right, I want you to turn and face forward. And we're gonna do just a simple single leg stretch. So I want you to pull that right leg in towards you, bending that knee. Send that left leg out to the side. All right, so try to keep your pelvis grounded. And then we're gonna start to twist the body towards that leg and then start to reach over, bring your opposite arm across. So it'll be your right arm reaching for that left foot. And then you're gonna use that to help twist your body towards that leg. And just with those deep breaths, see if you can sink a little bit closer towards that leg. Flexing through that ankle will help that stretch in the back of that leg. Good, 1 more breath here. Good, let's go ahead and walk the hands back up the leg. And we're gonna switch to the other side. So right leg out, left leg in. Good, find that twist towards that leg. And then we start to hinge forward, reach for the outside of that foot. Good, use that to twist yourself down. You should feel a nice stretch in the lower part of your back as well. Good, 1 more breath here. Good, come all the way up. Now we're gonna do 1 last stretch. I'm gonna do a wide leg forward fold. If you would rather do a butterfly stretch, go ahead and do that. We're gonna bring those legs out nice and wide. If you're a butterfly, your feet will be together with your knees out to the sides. Either way, you're gonna lift up nice and tall and then start to hinge forward. And eventually, when you can't keep that flat back, you start to round over. Maybe if you're feeling flexible in those hamstrings and back today, you can get the forearms towards the floor. Good. Try to relax the neck and the shoulders. Good. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and stack that spine all the way back up. All right, come to an easy cross-legged position and just feel that spine growing nice and tall here, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, shoulders drawing down. Good. Feel how you feel a little bit different now than when you started. I want to thank you guys for joining me here again today. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. So in honor of our dog's first birthday today, on the day that we're filming this, I'm going to be linking a video that he was in recently that was part of our at-home series. So I'll be linking that over here. Go ahead and check that out. If you're also looking for another hour-long video, I'll be linking to another one here as well. So thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you here on the mat again soon.